And so it begins. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Damo. Damo Flips, Team Us 100%. So check this out. Don't even care about the car, but this is interesting. Possible flood damage. Dirt, sand throughout interior, water spots in engine bay, dash lights present. So, if it said, CARFAX reports flood damage, then you would know that it was in a flood. So potentially, well, where is this car? Let's get the location. Cape Coral. So potentially what ended up happening here is what I tried to tell you guys about. These are going to be the cars that you're going to take a look at. And these cars are the ones who, kind of for the most part, watch out for. Doing flood cars is not really a big deal. It's getting a flood car when you don't know it's a flood car. It's a big deal. You could still rehab this car. It's not a problem. I mean, that looks super clean. So I'm going to say this car was definitely in a flood. I mean, look at the bottom. There's no friggin' dirt on this thing. Like, it looks like someone actually washed the bottom of this car. If they washed the bottom of it, they would have washed this. And I mean, look at the floorboards. Look at the seats. This definitely. Oh, yeah, come on. This is a flood car. Someone's going to buy this car, and it's not going to come up in the Carfax, okay? By the time they're done reconditioning this car, you'll never know that this thing was in a flood because it will not show up on the Carfax. Reason being, it probably did not go through the insurance. This dealer that's selling this car probably had it on their lot, probably got flooded through the hurricane or whatever. Oh wow, that's kind of scary. I can't believe that they're selling it like that. I don't know for sure. I'd have to get closer because the dash pad could be moved. But you see the hole right there? That hole is usually where the rivet goes that holds this VIN plate in. So that's a scary situation right there for you. I would never ever buy a car that has a VIN plate that's been tampered with. Continuing to go through it, the body's just going to look like the body, of course, in a flood. It's not going to matter. You could look for like water lines and stuff like that. I mean, it looks like they had water inside the headlight, but that can also happen just, running and driving. These, to be honest with you, these were probably removed on purpose. If there's water stains on the hood, someone could have removed those to make it look like the engine got wet because these are missing. But if you went through that much trouble, chances are you would have had it detailed. So I don't think that was actually the case. Continuing to go through this car. Yeah, so I mean, look, that's water dripping in. So again, like I said, my theory on this car is that it was at a dealer, it flooded, they are not going to use their insurance, or they didn't have enough insurance to cover everything that was damaged there or whatever. So in Florida, you can get insurance and you can tell them, yeah, I got, 50 cars at $1,000 a car or whatever. And that's what you'll get insured for. So it's kind of a weird situation out here. And I could always get into that another time. It looks like it's starting to mold up on the plastics there. And that's obviously the headliner. And that's it. I wish they would have showed the engine where they said it had watermarks. Did I miss it? Was I going so fast I just missed it? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. But they don't actually show it. It just says watermarks. But I guess what they're trying to say is all that dust and debris is from water, potentially. I don't know, because to me, from this angle, it doesn't look like there's water on this motor. So you could see on the ECU, you could see like some spots on there, but that I've seen that type of marks on cars that were not in floods, and generally speaking, this motor just looks dirty. Like I would think that if water got in there, it would be cleaner. I mean, just take a hose and put it over. You know what I mean? Like, sure, you can argue that that's debris left from the flood, but I just don't see that. So I don't know where they're saying the water got into this thing, but nonetheless, based on the interior alone, it's not looking good. So let's see. want to hear it because it says it's got internal engine noise. I mean, every single light is on, right? But a lot of these lights could be on, number one, because it's got a dead battery, right? So in my Mercedes, or the Mercedes I used to have, when the battery was low, you couldn't even, after you gave the car a jump, you couldn't play the radio, you couldn't have air conditioning, nothing, until it got to a certain point. Engine accessory issue, who knows what that is. Check engine light, there'll be codes, brake ABS light, traction control light, TPMS. So the brake ABS light and traction control light, probably one and the same, probably a speed sensor. Check engine light is going to be the code P161B, which let's see if they have a picture of that. Usually they're pretty good about it. So let's see here. No DTC found. So you'll have to look this one up, and we definitely can look it up if you guys want me to. Let's see here. So that's going to be it. Let's hear the engine, and then we could look that up. So I'm going to say that whining that you're hearing is going to be the power steering. I don't know. I mean, they revved it up pretty high. I don't know. Leroy, that sounded bad to you, or were you paying attention?
Yeah, I don't know what it sounded like, though.
I mean,
it might have been a power steering.
It's a 2.0. The whining, I'm going to say, was power steering, but when they were revving it up pretty high, I don't know. Here. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, at idle, she sounds decent.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Non-turbo or turbo?
It's a 2.0, so it's probably going to be, no. So, yeah, who knows? Again, for the price, let's go with it, right? If that's what you want to do. So, P161B. P161. Did I say B? I think it is a Jeep Patriot, actually. So, let's see. Battery. Okay. So, really, it's just the battery is disconnected. It's showing battery issues. So, again, our car's in limp mode. And again, this could all be related to needing a jump. And it says that he needed a jump, so that's what it is. Battery disconnected. TCM internal. So who knows, guys? But nonetheless, this is more of what we should be expecting here. $1,800 for a 2015 Jeep Patriot. We're probably going to watch it to the end. I think it's got 90,000 miles on it. 100,000 miles on it. So let's see. Let's see what it goes up to. And again, I did not think that the motor sounded that bad. I don't know what you guys think. When they revved it up high like that, it did not sound good. But it could be anything. It could be, again, we're listening to audio on a friggin' cell phone. But I definitely felt as though I heard the whine of a power steering pump. So let's see. We're at 1900. So this little mark, you see between the 1900 and the red, the time remaining, that little gray with the black arrow going up that looks like the stock market arrow, that means that we're close to the reserve. So I bet you if this thing hits $2,000, we'll probably hit the reserve. So let's see. Hopefully they'll hit it, unless they're like me, waiting to the last minute to bid. So let's see. Someone just hit 50. Oh, if you guys are wondering why there's 200 credits available, it's because last month, the month of October, if you bought a certain amount of cars, you would get a credit. But there you go. It just hit the reserve. So, unfortunately, the way it works here is even though everyone buys cars, when there's a $200 credit or something like that, it just reverts back to the owner. So if you bought the car and you got the $200 credit, you would have to actually give it. You'd have to still pay whatever the car is, and he would get the $200. I know a lot of you guys right now are like, oh, that sucks. That's BS, blah, 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 blah. And I kind of agree with you. And here's my option. Leave and get my own dealership. And then I could do stuff like that. And I could be the one who does it. So, you know, if you're the owner of anything, you get to pick and choose the rules. And people get to pick and choose to do business with you or not. You know, it's really that simple. Leroy.
Yes.
Just because, you know, I know the answer, but I just want you to tell me. How many cars did we sell this week?
I think it was 6, I believe. 6 or 7.
Six cars. We'll go with the lower. 6 cars got sold this week. We sold a Caravan. What year was that thing? Do you recall? Roughly.
06.
We sold a 06 Caravan, a 2013 Ford Focus, a 2010 Lincoln Town Car, was that a 05 Beetle?
I think it was 05.
06 Beetle. Then that Beetle was sought after. It was a 1.8. I think it was a 1.8 with a 6-speed manual transmission. So we had that thing for about a month, I think, right? Yeah. And the individuals it was here for a week. I apologize. But the individuals that bought that car, that was definitely what they wanted. This looks like it's coming to an end right now, people.
6 cars.
So 6 cars in total. There it is. It's sold. So it's a done deal, people. That car sold. 6 cars. Back to the top. Just for you guys out there wondering if you should still be selling cars or not. The way that we're selling cars right now is we're trying to sell anything that's under $5,000. We've always been a cash lot. We don't do financing. We get our money, count our profit, put the money back in the street. It's really that simple. 2006 Dodge Grand Caravan.
Yep.
2010 Lincoln Town Car.
09 Yaris.
09 Yaris.
04 Honda Civic.
04 Civic.
04 Volkswagen Beetle.
04 Beetle.
2013 Ford Focus.
And a 2013 Ford Focus. So, any rate, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out of here.